everyone, it's Allie and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to do a 2-week update video. If you guys don't know, I am enrolled in adult 1 through 3 skating classes through the Learn to Skate USA program. So if you are interested in watching this video, please continue watching. So if you don't know, as I said in the intro, I am in week 2. Well, technically I'm in week 3, but this video is just on week 1, week 2 of the Learn to Skate adult 1 through 3 program. I don't know how other rinks do it, but my rink combines the classes, like the 1 through 3. So usually it's like adult 1, adult 2, adult 3. When you actually sign up for the Learn to Skate program, they send you this little thing in the mail, and they send you a Learn to Skate magazine and also a starter record book, which I think is super cool. And what else? Oh, and a parent handbook. This is for obviously when you're in the younger ages, but it's pretty cool because it has a couple of things like nutrition and like things to look forward to. So actually this is what I was looking for. Right here, there is the adult 1 through 6. So it says, adult 1 through 6 is for both beginning and experienced adults who wish to start or improve their skating skills. So I signed up for, technically I signed up for level 1 because I didn't know where I would be on the ice at this point in my life. I have taken such a long break that I said, you know what, let me learn all my core things and then we'll see where I'm at. So during week 1, I wrote everything down because I try to stay organized. So I have a little visitor. Again, he jumps into all my videos. But right here is, I have obviously just a planner, and that's where I wrote everything that we learned that day. So the first day of classes, we did forward strides and gliding, forward swizzles, forward pumps left and right, backward swizzles, backward pumps left and right, backward crossovers, and forward 1-foot glides left and right. Pretty much everybody that was in my class, or everybody who was in my class, which were, when I first started, it was 2 other people. We all knew how to skate already, so we were like moving on to more advanced things, if you will. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that it was the forward 1-foot glides left and right, but doing like your edges, like your inside and outside edges. So anyways, so that week I strictly practiced everything on that list. When I went to practice on my own on Monday, I literally went through my list and I tried to practice all of that. So I went through my list and I practiced everything, or at least tried. I didn't do my inside and outside edges because I did not feel confident like gliding on 1 foot trying to turn. I don't know what it is. I just can't get back into figuring out my edges. I've just completely lost myself and I'm struggling. I still am. So anyway, so I did that on Monday. So then week 2 came. So in week 2, we pretty much practiced everything that we practiced in week 1. For me, I was not comfortable at all in my first 2 weeks. I was so scared of the ice. I didn't want to pick my feet up. Like just doing crossovers, I was so, like you could tell, I was so stiff. I was so scared to fall. And I think that that's my major problem as an adult. I am terrified to fall. And you know, it's gonna happen, you know? So anyways, I felt like I needed to figure myself out because it was not working for me. So week 2, I then went skating on, after my lesson, I skated for a little while, and then I skated Thursday night for an hour. And then I skated again on Monday for about an hour and a half. So in total, I did about 5.5 hours in my first 2 weeks. I like to break it down through hours so that you can kind of see how much ice time I've had, because it's different when I say, oh, okay, I've skated for 5 days. You know, then you're like, wow, she skates a lot. But when you break it down into hours, you're like, oh, 5.5 hours isn't much, which is fine, but I just find it better to track it that way for myself at least. So in this Learn to Skate magazine, it was in the magazine, they gave me a really great idea as to keeping track. So they have a practice tracker here, and it pretty much just gives you some tips on how to, you know, how you should be like writing down your stuff that you practice. And I thought that that was really smart, because I felt like a lot of the times too, when you get out on the ice, you just don't know what to do. For me, I think I have like a terrible anxiety of like being by myself. So going somewhere by myself is kind of hard for me. But you know, if I have to go somewhere and I have something I need to do, I concentrate on getting that stuff done, and you know, it just makes it a little bit easier. So I went out and I created myself a little practice list. So this is my list. It's not great. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way to organize myself, but I just pretty much just like, these are the primary things that we learned, and these are the things that I always want to go back on and make sure that I'm practicing again and again and again. So yeah, so that's how I keep track of everything. And I also, like I said, I have my planner, and that's where I write most of my stuff. So that's where I'll jot down how many hours I skate on what days. So yeah, so like I said, week 1 and week 2, they were very, very nerve-wracking, just getting back onto the ice and doing things, you know, like not just skating. It was different. It feels different. It's not the same as it was when I was a kid. There's a lot more fear that goes into it now. My major thing that I've realized that helped me a tiny bit is I went out and I bought myself knee pads and elbow pads, and I also got myself some wrist braces, thanks to some of the girls on Adult Skate 2. They kind of all, you know, I had mentioned that I was very fearful of falling and I didn't know how to get over that fear. So they had all wrote, you know, on my post saying, you know, you should look into some guards and stuff like that. So thank you to them. I did go out and I bought regular just knee pads and elbow pads and wrist guards, but then I found that it was kind of hard to move in them, so I went out and I bought a different type. If you guys are interested in seeing what kind of guards and stuff that I use, definitely leave me a comment down below, and I will make another video just on my guards alone. I'm not guards, knee pads and elbow pads. And yeah, so I think that that's really boosted my confidence. But going into skating today, I had a little bit more confidence in myself, and I said, okay, like I did good on Monday, so I could do good today. And I felt the confidence in me, even though I'm not great. You know, I don't think that I'll be the level of good that I was when I was younger anytime soon, but I felt more comfortable. So that's the major thing. That's all I have to say about week 1, week 2. I will insert a clip of me skating, and that was week 1. I don't have a clip for week 2 because unfortunately on Monday it was a holiday, so there was people everywhere. So I did not record week 2, but you will have a video for week 3 and hopefully week 4 as well. So stay tuned if you want to see that little clip. It's not great and the quality is terrible because I have nobody recording for me because I skate alone. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all soon.